The thrill of it.
You've been thrown out of clubs, restaurants, nail salons. You got a problem.
Why is that cool for you to say that? Because you're a doctor.
They're drama queens.
If you can't accept me for who I am, then get out of my world.
And proud of it.
I'm already done saying what I had to say to you.
Who left you in charge? This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
It matters to you. That's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth?
Take.
Let's do it. Go, Dr. Phil. Well, today we're talking about chaos. And when you think about it, chaos is something that most people want to avoid, right? I mean, who wants to be in the middle of chaos? Well, some people do. Because there are some who actually create it just for the adrenaline rush. And I'm not talking about just your NASCAR drivers, your daredevil stuntmen, or skydivers. Research has found that some of you regular folks figured out how to trigger your body's stress response by creating drama, and you do it just for the rush. Now, you can take a test to see if you're creating crisis and conflict in your own life and if you're doing it on purpose. Now, we've got that test a little bit later in the show. But first, Kelly admits her drama often gets her, well, it gets her thrown out of places. Take a look.
Your attitude leads to police being
That's
called.
what I'm saying. Like, now I'm getting mad now because you're trying to check me. I'm grown.
Kelly is like a pit bull. She will lash out at you at any given time.
I'm going to do what I want when I want to do it. And if I feel like a person is getting out of line with me, then it is what it is. I say what's on my mind at the drop of a dime. I don't hold back from anything or anybody.
Kelly is very rude. She doesn't have a filter on her. She will just fly off the handle. She'll fuss at me.
And if you can't accept me for who I am, then get out my world. It's my way or the highway.
One time, Kelly and I were at a nail salon, and the nail tech didn't do her nails right.
So when I didn't want to pay for my nails, they got pretty heated.
Kelly was having a full argument with the nail tech. I'm sitting on the side telling her, calm down.
His wife grabbed a broom, and they were trying to jump me, and I was yelling and screaming.
I've been caught in plenty of crossfires.
Next thing you know, the police came in. They had to literally pull me out of there.
Chaos follows Kelly everywhere she goes. I really think Kelly enjoys and gets a kick going off on people.
Of course I get a rush, like the Incredible Hulk.
I want Kelly to learn how to control her temper. I just see a really bad future if she continues to be a drama queen.
Being a drama queen to me is not a chaotic way to live. I honestly don't think anything's wrong with me. I'm gonna be the way I am, and I ain't never changed.
You're not ever going to change.
Never, no.
Okay, so why are you here?
I'm here to let my sister and my family members know that I'm not changing. I'm gonna be the way I am.
Well, you could have told them that without coming here.
I don't know, because she wanted to bring me here because I'm such a drama queen. Yeah. But I just go around starting stuff with people for no reason.
And so what's your attitude of approach?
My attitude of approach is very positive, I think, until the next person get out of line.
Okay, but you say when people get out of line, and it's your line, you decide what the line is, right?
Correct.
You decide how fast things need to move, what people need to think, what they need to do. Who left you in charge?
I myself left me in charge.
Because, listen, I wouldn't let you run my life.
I'm saying, but you don't even know me like that. You're only going off of what your little buddy telling you and what you seeing. You collecting your information off of her.
My little buddy is your sister.
Buddy. Yeah, that's your little buddy. You're collecting information off of what she's telling you.
We haven't even met. How do you know we're buddies?
Exactly.
I'd be happy to be your buddy.
Apparently she worked for you. This your new buddy where you collect your information about me, and you don't even know me.
She does.
Yeah, she does. But you don't.
So you go, oh, I know more about you than you might guess.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the way you think, if that's what you think, then oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because, see, you got a problem in that...
No, I don't have a problem.
You got a problem in that you have a history...
I'm just saying, because he's telling me that I have a problem. I don't have a problem. What problem do I have?
Your problem is you have a history that kind of outs you. You go to get your nails done.
Correct.
And they call the cops on her,
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So she gets her nails done, they call the cops on her.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
No, you don't tell her, hold on, I'm
very
talking to her.
Okay, but I'm very particular about how I like my wardrobe, my hair, and my nails.
Right.
So tell me about this getting the cops calling on her for nails done.
We were out getting our nails done, one day, having a nice time, and I guess the nail tech, he didn't you know, quite understand English too well, and I guess she was trying to tell him exactly how she wanted
English.
it.
You didn't understand English too well.
Can I finish?
I don't want my nails cut all the way short, all the way down, ugly. I want my nails a certain way.
Okay, anyway.
And then he cut my nails all the way off, and I'm supposed to just pay for it?
Excuse me, Dr. Phil, can I finish? See.
Yeah, I'm not listening to her.
Okay, so anyhow, it got so heated back and forth to the nail tech, he clipped off all his work. With the nails and the tips that he put on.
Okay, could we get to the part about the police being called?
I say this because you're not telling the story right.
Can I tell the story?
Make sure you say that he clipped them all off.
Yes, he did.
Where they were
That's
really
because
ugly.
you were being rude,
but
though.
he expected me to pay for it, though.
One thing led to another. The nail tech got intimidated. He called the cops, and we had to wait there until the cops came in because she had got so heated and hot. I tried to calm her down, and
I'm trying to explain why I got mad, though. I got mad because he expected me to pay for something that I didn't want to, that I wasn't satisfied with.
Was your reaction disproportionate?
It could have been.
Because see, let me tell you my impression of you. I think you are a very attractive woman. You carry yourself in a very classy way. You seem like somebody that people would really like to be around. I mean, I already like you, despite your trying to start a fight with me.
No, I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to start a fight.
I already like you, but you seem like you act as though hostility is a virtue. All right, before the show, we did a little experiment on Kelly in our green room. What she didn't know was that our cameras were rolling the whole time while we were kind of fluffing her up for the show. Let's take a look at that.
But she brought curlers and flat irons. So when she brought flat irons and curlers, then I was like, okay, we can go that way if she can find a way to fix it that kind of way. She didn't bring water and hairspray.
Well, we have the water and the hairspray here, actually, and she just brought extra product.
Okay. Put the water and the hairspray in my hair.
Okay.
I'm getting frustrated. You wanted to have me looking like a damn peacock with this sticking up and this sticking
An architectural style, exactly.
Right. Okay, so why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm the one that has to go on this stage.
Right.
And I want to feel comfortable.
But it's my work that's going out.
Yeah, it's your work that's looking real right now. That's
okay,
what
that's
what I'm saying.
But there's
okay, but I need to go there with you because she brought curlers in, and it seems like she's trying to work with me to make me feel comfortable.
Right.
And it's like you're trying to do what you want to do on top of my head, and I'm trying to let you know.
My name is the one that's going to go.
Okay, but your name is.
Yes,
okay,
that's right.
And if you want your name to go on this, then slick it back and make it look ugly, because that's what it's looking like. It is going to look ugly. Slick back is no volume. It's not going to be sticking up. You're going to make my head look smaller while you wetting it and sticking it down. That's going to make it look smaller.
The light's going to catch it and make it look bigger.
All right, well then let's do it, because I'm about ready for you to get up off my hair and out of my face. Seriously. This is too much. This is really too much.
That was not really a hairdresser. That was Kate Rigg, who is a very funny comedian who played the part of Kelly's hairdresser before the show. Hey, Kate, how are you over there?
I hope she wasn't a hairdresser.
How are you?
That was whack.
Did you think you were getting ready to get in a fight in there?
You know what? I could see the steam coming out of her ears and everything starting to melt down. But, man, I thought that she was going to punch me in the face, pretty much. Well, the minute I stepped in the door, actually, she said, I want to do it the way I want to do it. And I was like, okay, well, let me just play with it. And she's like, I want to do it the way I want to do it.
That's right. But then when she started to say she wanted to make it wet and make this stick up, it was like, come on.
Okay,
that's not working.
But that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about.
He didn't tell you to talk yet. I was still talking. But like I said,
you don't need her permission to talk. Just jump right in like an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said. Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
I just feel that that kind of stuff is disrespectful.
That's right there. What you just did, that makes me upset.
It's not called
What you just said, like, oh, forget what she's saying. Just talk over her. Continue saying what you're saying. That right there, what you just did, that makes me upset.
That right there. That gets it.
That right there.
So me having an opinion, me registering into this conversation and saying what I think is not okay with you. But see, here's the thing. I've checked my list, and I don't need your permission.
Because you don't need my permission because, like I said again, you have your buddy working for you over here. So that's why y'all working together. Y'all working together.
Y'all working
together. That's right. Yeah. That's my sister, and you're collecting all your information. I see you got your little cue cards over here in the corner that you're going.
No, I got more than cue cards.
Don't tell me I'm rude.
That's what it is.
I got a whole deck of cards here.
You too old. She's too old for this.
You got your cue cards over here.
Pick a card, any card. I got stuff here.
And that's why you're telling her that it's okay for her to be disrespectful.
Can I say something?
And I'm not taking anything from you, Dr. Phil, because you're a doctor, and I respect what you do.
This is Dr. Phil's show, though.
Hold on. I respect what you do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I can't take away from what you do. But I'm just saying, you don't know me like that to just be like, oh, forget what you're saying. Melissa, you can talk. That, to me, is disrespectful, and that's what makes me blow. So that's why I'm here. and I'm not changing. So whatever she needs to say, you need to say it quick, because you're not making sense.
Okay. Can I say something,
She's not
please?
making sense. All right.
Not at
We do
all.
have to take a break. Could you imagine dating a drama queen? Well, next we're going to talk to Kelly's on-again, off-again boyfriend. He says she is always looking for a fight and never backs down, not even in her vocabulary. We'll be right back.
My relationship with my ex-boyfriend, Clarence, right now is really, really rocky.
She's really hard on guys. I feel that she runs them away.
Why don't you start dating other women or something? Maybe that'll help you out. If they can't accept me for who I am, then I'm sorry.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
It's so fake. It's so dramatic.
The help they're giving Kyle is not fake.
You're mad because you don't control the agenda.
It seems like you say that to a lot of moms.
The ones that enable their sons hear that a lot. What's been your history with drug and alcohol?
I have a marijuana license. I just gave him a little one time.
I am not sending this young man home to a toxic environment.
That's tomorrow.
Tupac was at the mall. My younger sister, she's like really in love with Tupac. I said, hey, Tupac, how you doing? Can you take a minute to get your autograph? He goes, no. I said, no. He said, no, because if I give you one, I got to give all them one. I'm one person. Give me what I asked you for, and it's a done deal. So Tupac, he started saying what he was saying. Then I went to saying what I was saying, and mall security grabbed me, had me in the air. I'm screaming, I'm kicking, and they tossed me all the way out the mall.
All right, now that was Kelly, who admits that she starts arguments and loves being a drama queen, even though it often gets her kicked out of places. And I'm also here with my buddy.
That's right.
Melissa. So you're at the mall.
That's right.
And you get so out of control that they pick you up, they've got you off the ground horizontal, and they're carrying you out like a couch?
Yeah. Because I simply asked him for an autograph for my sister. And I felt like it was disrespectful for him to tell me, no, I can't give you one because I got to give all them one. Like, what I got to do with that? Give me what I asked you for, sign the autograph, and then he gave it to me and I walked off.
Who does that?
And I would have just walked off. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Do you know what empathy means?
Break it down.
Okay. Well, this
know.
isn't a vocabulary test. That's why I ask you. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's position and kind of vicariously experiencing their point of view, their feelings, their emotions, their reactions, where you really think about someone else's experience in a circumstance.
Yeah, I've thought about that, and I thought if I was the superstar, I would have signed the autograph for her, and I'd have gave it to her so she can go on her way. I thought about that.
Yeah. Well, you didn't think about all of it.
Yeah, I did.
Because I can tell you, I've been in a lot of places where people want a picture or an autograph, and I understand what he's saying. It's like sometimes if you stop and do it with one person, then there might be 100 people there, and if you got a plane
that's
to
a
catch...
problem right there, other people. I have nothing to do with other people.
Well,
I had
actually-
something to do with myself. So it's like, give me the autograph so I can go,
Okay.
or it's gonna get ugly.
Everything is not
That's all I'm
always
saying.
about
It's gonna
Kelly.
get
But
ugly.
see, there's two people involved there. There's you.
How's that rude?
There's you and there's Tupac. And see,
Yeah.
Tupac might have something that he's got to do, and so...
But he didn't. He was eating.
No, look,
He was just sitting there eating.
Who's to say? Who are
okay,
you,
well,
though?
maybe he wanted to finish his burrito. I don't know. But my
I thought
point
that it was
is...
rude that he didn't, may he rest in peace, but I thought that was rude for him not to give me the autograph. It wouldn't have took but a second to write the name Tupac, boom, send me on my way, then want to get into an argument and just go back and forth with me where the security had to come out and pull me out.
So they carry you out.
They carry me out.
And so you were mad at him because he said, I really don't want to start something
He
here.
said no.
Yeah.
He said, no, if I give you one, I got to give all them one.
See?
So that ticked me off when he was like, no. Like, first of all, don't point your finger. I don't care who you are. Don't be pointing your finger.
See?
Don't be pointing your finger. That's all I'm saying. Don't be doing all that. I don't care who you are. I'm saying, don't be
I'm
pointing your
sitting
finger.
on my hands. I don't know about you.
I don't care. Don't be pointing your finger. See, that's
Okay,
where he went
but
wrong.
now, all right.
Thug life, whatever.
You miss opportunities.
Whatever.
All right, can you
That's
imagine dating a woman like Kelly? On-again, off-again boyfriend Clarence says she's always looking for a fight. Take a look.
My relationship with my ex-boyfriend, Clarence, right now is really, really rocky.
I'm not your girl. I'm not your girlfriend anymore. We friends.
When we were dating, Clarence would tell me that I was too much of a drama queen. He would always just tell me that I was mean, I was evil, I'm the devil. I'm just this terrible person.
I'm so this, I'm rude, I'm this, I talk to you crazy. Why do you want to get together then? Why?
I've never seen Kelly in a stable relationship. She's really hard on guys. I feel that she runs them away.
The relationship, we done with the relationship. We talking about this friendship now.
I give Clarence an earful all the time. Probably sometime where you can't even understand what he's saying. He get me so upset where I just lose it.
Why don't you start dating other women or something? Maybe that'll help you out. Obviously, I'm not the one.
If she doesn't change her ways and, you know, her bad attitude, she will be alone.
My sister's always telling me, girl, you ain't gonna get no man. You ain't gonna never be happy. If they can't accept me for who I am, then I'm sorry. I can't change. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me to the day I die.
Okay, this is Clarence right here, right?
Yeah.
So you date her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good job. Good job. All right. Okay. So, tell me this. What is she like when she's not upset?
Oh, she's very, very calm. She's very like a kitten.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
So she can be nice?
She can be nice.
Can she be helpful?
Yes, she can be helpful.
Is she affectionate?
Yes.
So she's...
But I'm the devil, though.
She's okay to be around.
I'm the devil.
But she can be the devil also.
But you just said, look how many nice things you just said about me.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
can...
what about when I say call, I'll call you tomorrow? That means I'll call you tomorrow, not come
No, I mean,
knocking on the
that's
door,
fine, but if you
or
say you're gonna call me-
doing a lot of, just sending a whole bunch of text messages to me. If I say I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Dr.
And then when
Phil.
you're on my phone, that's going to get me upset again. That's going to get me upset.
Can I give
That's
you a
gonna make
quick
me blow.
example?
Please.
Before this show came about, we hadn't talked in a couple days, but she told me to back off, don't text her or anything, so I backed off. I didn't text her for like a day and a half. I look up, Kelly on the phone. Wow, this is going to be interesting. She's calling me. I knew it was something up. Okay, I want to get help. I'm thinking about going on the Dr. Phil show. You help me out and talk to them and do whatever? I said, okay, fine. So then she says, I got an interview Saturday. Okay. So she went to the interview. That was at like 5 o'clock. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11:30. Okay.
Do I owe you anything, though?
Oh, no, she
That's what I'm
asked me
thinking.
to do her
So
this
what?
favor so she
I can
be
go as
on
long as I
a
want to
show.
go, Clarence. I don't
So
owe you
anyhow-
anything. What do you mean?
So
I don't owe
anyhow,
you nothing.
I text her and I
Stop
said,
the story right there.
Hold on,
Stop
hold on a
the
minute.
story right there. Stop
Are you
the
sure
story,
y'all
'cause you're-
weren't married?
No, we're not married. Never. Never. Because I don't like the story that he's telling you.
Okay, I can see that.
First of all,
I haven't finished the
don't,
story.
because you're not going to finish that lying
Yes,
ass
I am.
story. First of all, my thing is, I don't owe you anything. What do you mean? She went 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
No,
What do you
I'm just
mean?
saying, no, you said when you got done with the interview,
I said,
I will call
you
you.
tomorrow.
No, you didn't. You
yes,
said that
I did.
later.
Do you want me to get my phone so I can show you the text message? I said, I will call you tomorrow, Clarence. So that when I say I'll
That's
call you
what you said on
tomorrow,
your text.
that means don't call my phone, don't
I'll
text
call
me.
your
I will
phone when I
call
get
you
ready to call
tomorrow.
your phone.
Okay,
That's
let me
the
ask you.
problem with me and you.
let me
you
ask you a
can't
question.
run my phone.
You said you're thinking about getting some help.
Yeah.
With what?
Thinking. Did you hear that word? Thinking.
Okay, you don't need to play the victim if you're being positive.
I'm not playing the victim.
Just don't-
I stand
well,
firm
you say
on
we're
what I
picking on
stand
you.
for.
Yeah, well, you say
For
we're
real.
picking on you, and that
Yeah,
he's
because I
picking
said, because you
on
got your
and
cue cards over here and you reading down from what, like I said, your homie over here.
Wouldn't you? Hold on.
Okay.
Wouldn't you like the fact that I cared enough about this situation and circumstance to do my homework?
Yeah. But I don't think that it's right for you to say, oh, Melissa, just say what you want to say. Don't listen to her. How is that? Well, why is that cool for you to say that? Because you're a doctor.
What?
You didn't say that earlier in the show when I was trying to talk. You was like, oh, Melissa, forget what she's saying. You know, I don't agree with that.
No,
I don't agree with
see,
that.
I don't need your agreement.
I know you don't.
I don't need your agreement.
Haven't you been in a position where
Because
someone,
when I
an
ask
individual
somebody-
made you upset or made you mad like me?
But
I give you
everybody
props
makes
for
you
dealing with
upset.
an individual like me because I'm a lot. You know, I'm a lot. I'm a whole lot, okay? So I give that to you.
Yeah.
I give that. You have to work with a person like me. I give that to you. But in the same breath,
No,
you
I don't
can't.
mind.
You
I don't know when to turn the
cannot.
switches on and off.
You cannot just tell a person because you're a doctor. Oh, well, forget what she named. Melissa, just talk. That's what I'm saying. Y'all all together. You got your cars.
let
Y'all
the
all
man
together and all that. I'm talking. That's rude.
This is his show.
And then it makes me so upset because this one right here is a drama queen too. She's
about
got
you.
kicked out of clubs. She's got into it at nail shops.
Because of you.
Because of me.
Things that you started. Things that she started.
Wait a minute.
I had to, you know,
go into what you do. I can go, oh, whatever.
You're right. I've been on television for 14 years.
Right.
I did 5 years on Oprah and then 9 years here. And I can tell you that I enjoy that longevity because I have people around me
That's positive.
that want me to succeed.
Exactly.
They believe in me, they believe in what I'm doing, and they want me to succeed. And without that, it wouldn't matter who you are, you can't succeed. And I fear that people would not rally for you, that they would not want you to succeed, that they would not lift you up because you sting them.
Right, exactly.
I
when they
sting them
do,
because
and you
they're
can't do
negative. Because you're negative now. You're negative now. You're sitting here negative.
I'm negative?
Yob. You can do all that all
No,
day
don't
long.
deflect. You know,
But I
you're
know about
deflecting
her.
this on her.
I know
I'm
about
talking
her,
to
though.
you.
Okay,
Thank
and
you.
I'm talking to her.
I know.
Okay, you're talking to me. I'm already done saying what I had to say to you.
Please help her.
So
Okay, you're
I'm
through
saying,
with me.
Saying what I had to say to you about how I felt about what I stand for. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not changing for nobody. And I brought her here, and I most certainly brought him here to let him know. I'm going to be the way I am. If I be surrounded around positive people, then that's different.
But you want to be successful, right?
I want to be very successful.
And I've never met a real success that was a lone ranger. I've met people that are successful
Exactly.
because
Well, I need a new
people...
team then.
Because people
I need a new
want...
team.
Well, the way you get a new team is that you cause people to feel better when they're around you than they were
Okay,
before.
he doesn't make me feel better. He makes me angry.
Okay, but do you make
She
him
makes me
feel better?
angry.
Do you even care whether you make them feel better or not?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Like,
Okay.
he makes me angry. I don't
see
think that
that-
he supports me in the things that I want to do.
Okay, you
I
have
don't
a
think that I don't have support.
You have a problem with men in your description,
For
right?
sure.
Because you say your dad wasn't in your life.
Never. No.
Okay, so I mean, is he paying for your dad being gone?
No.
Am I?
No.
You say you have a problem with men because of that.
No.
Well, that's what you said.
I know what I said.
Yeah. So we don't say no now. You said that before. So if you have a problem with men, it means that...
A different kind of way.
They're paying for what somebody did in the past.
But I'm not saying that he's paying for what he's paying for what he's done, not what my dad didn't do or, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Because let me give you a theory. There is considerable evidence that children that have been neglected in their lives by one or both parents, or they've suffered trauma in their lives, that etched into their brain chemistry is the tendency to be oversensitive, overdramatic, and create chaos in their life because it's attention-getting behavior.
But that's the part that I don't agree with you on about the cause chaos. Like, I don't just cause it.
Really?
Yes,
They
really.
carried you out of the mall.
For a reason, though, because I felt
Because somebody wouldn't
disrespected.
write their name on a
Because-
piece
in
of paper for you?
But see, you don't remember the story. He said no. And I said, that's what got me mad.
That's his personal
I don't care.
choice,
And that's what
so-
got me upset. See, that's what I'm saying. Do you need to pick up your cue cards again and read what's on there? Because you're not understanding. You're not getting it. It's right on the cue card. You just seen it up on your screen here. He pointed his finger and was like, no. And I thought that was disrespectful. So I'm like,
That was his
okay.
personal choice, though, Kelly. You
Okay,
know?
listen, you point your finger at everybody.
No,
You pointed your finger at Clarence, you pointed your finger at me. You keep telling me, you need to get your cue cards, mister. You need to get You need to look at this. You just played it. You're pointing your finger at everybody. You're telling me you're rude.
Right.
She is rude.
There you went. She's rude.
She is. She's rude.
Nobody has a problem with me, though.
Nobody has a problem with you. You know, and it makes me mad, and it makes me upset that she's sitting here.
You know?
Exactly.
Point the finger, exactly.
You know? Exactly. I'm pointing my finger this way, over here, this way, because she's sitting here like, oh, she doesn't do anything. She does a whole lot.
No, but we're talking about you.
So what?
But we're talking about you, and all I'm
Okay,
saying
and we
is...
are talking about me, and I'm saying that I'm not changing, so what are we going to do from here?
Well,
Simple as that. What are we going to do? Because I'm kind of sick and tired of talking about the same subject. It's like I'm here to let y'all know that this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to do. So are we going to work on me changing, or what we're gonna do. She's talking all this old stuff about how I am and who I am. He got all these old other things he got going on about who I am and how I do it, and I'm crazy and I'm the devil and all this. Okay, you here, y'all brought me here, so I'm telling y'all that I'm not gonna change, so y'all need to work with me.
Okay, here's what I'd like to say to you. You're real thin-skinned. You have a real hair trigger of going over the top. You say, I got carried out of the mall by police officers because somebody told me.
And I will get carried out of here if I need to.
Because somebody told me
like
no.
I was about to get carried up out of there with your hairdresser.
Yeah.
And if I need to, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get carried on up out of there.
But you'll miss a lot. See, if you get carried out of someplace, you miss everything that happened after they carried you out.
That's all right. As long as I know that I said what I said, and I meant what I meant.
But it can be awfully lonely out there in the parking lot.
You know what, Dr. Phil? I can kind of see if I was your regular patient and we kind of knew each other, but you really coming at me like you really kind of know me, though. That's what I'm saying. Like you just.
Well, you're a little bit
really know me.
You're a little bit of a picture window.
Really?
Yeah. You're a little transparent. All right, we got to take a break. Next, we're going to add a young woman to the stage who friends say that she makes Snooki from the reality show Jersey Shore look tame. Oh boy. We're now using Snooki as a yardstick in America. Wonder what's next. We'll be right back.
In my head, I'm a princess. Everything has to be my way or no way. I always get compared to Snooki from the Jersey Shore because she's always a drama queen. She's an attention seeker. She'd rather talk bad about the person to someone else. That's not me. I'd rather fight than argue.
Well, if you've ever started a fight for no good reason, or you yell at another driver or a stranger for some minor infraction, you could be what's referred to as an adrenaline junkie. Now, these are people who create chaos or drama, and they do it on purpose. And what they're not aware of is that they may be addicted to the adrenaline rush that they get from the exhilaration of the confrontation. Now, we're all going to take the chaos test so you can determine if you're one of these drama queens or kings. But first, Alyssa calls herself a loudmouth brat and says even the smallest things make her blow up. Take a look.
In my head, I'm a princess. Everything has to be my way or no way. I don't like the word no, hence me always throwing my tantrums. I've thrown drinks at people. I've thrown ice buckets at people. I've thrown empty cups at people. Anything I could get my hands on. One day, my stepmother and I were in the car driving, and this lady cut us off and flipped me the bird. So I followed her. When we finally got to a stoplight, I got out the car, knocked on her window, punched her in her face, and kept it moving. She deserves it. One time I dropped my white cell phone in the snow, and it took me hours, and I still couldn't find it. I got in my car, slammed the door, and jetted off. A couple hours later, my father called me to tell me he found it, specifically said so he wouldn't have to hear my mouth when I came home. And when I did come home, there was a big scratch on it, so I made him buy me a new one. I always get compared to Snooki from the Jersey Shore because she's always a drama queen. She's an attention seeker. She'd rather talk bad about the person to someone else. That's not me. I'd rather fight than argue. When someone says I'm a loudmouth, I embrace it. I know I am. A deaf person can tell I'm a loudmouth. No matter what, this is me. I am a princess. I am not changing anytime soon. Love it or leave it. I like you. Have my heart.
So, peas in a pod here?
I like her. I was down there the whole time. I applauded her, smiling. I was telling her, I was like, I like her. I need to be her friend.
Yeah. In everything that we talked about up here before you came up, did you see any flaw in her thinking at all?
No, not at all. The whole thing with Tupac, like, I would have been the exact same way. Like, I don't like people pointing at my thing, and the way he said no.
Exactly.
Like, I would have reacted exactly like her. I salute her for that.
You chased somebody down that cut you off in the car.
Yes, I did.
And you went up to the window.
Yep.
And punched her.
Yes. That's exactly what happened.
And you're proud of that?
Yes. Like, I'm not going to do something then regret it. I don't regret punching her in the face. She's not dead.
Do you think that's trashy behavior?
No, I don't think I'm trashy at all.
No, I mean that behavior. I'm not saying you are, but I mean is it to go up and just cold
I will
cock
say
somebody.
this. It's not so much that it's trashy. When I was younger, I went to charm school. As crazy as my son, I was in charm school for years. Now, my charm teacher, if she's watching this, and I know she is because she loves you, that's not ladylike. That's not what I taught you. Whatever.
Okay, so did you go to a girl's house and get in a fight with her?
Yes.
And you punched her?
Yeah, I mean, that is how you fight. I don't pull hair, I don't scratch. I punch. I throw a fist.
And then you pulled a screwdriver and tried to stab her?
Yes, I did.
And you're proud of that?
Not so much that I'm proud of it, but I don't regret it.
Exactly.
Are you validating
No,
that
I'm not
behavior?
validating that. I wasn't there. I can't control her anger or the way she feels about a certain situation.
Yeah, well, there is
it's
no
not
reason
cool
for
that she did
there
that.
is no reason for attacking someone with a deadly weapon.
Exactly.
There is no reason for that. And if you say that,
No, I know there's not.
I mean, you need to really stop and think about what you're saying, because maybe you're all caught up in a moment here and you're bragging about this stuff.
No,
And
I'm not bragging.
Surely you're smarter than that. We got to take a break. I'm going to add somebody else to this conversation in a minute. This is a guy who says he can't stand it when people get in his way on the road, the checkout line, or even on the sidewalk. Now, researchers say he may have a newly discovered syndrome. Could you have it too? I don't know. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Coming through, pick a lane. I want to get from point A to point B, and those that don't know where they're going, get out of my way. Come on. If we could eliminate the slow people, I would be very happy.
Todd says he hates it when others slow him down, and he isn't shy about getting others out of his way. Now, he may fit the bill of something that researchers are calling, get this, pedestrian aggressive syndrome. Take a look.
Pick a lane, folks. Coming through.
Sorry, what's wrong with you?
Go, 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 go. Damn it. I'm a type A personality. I want to get from point A to point B, and those that don't know where they're going, get out of my way. Come on. In a perfect world, I would love for everyone to be on the same pace that I am, which is fast. Coming through. If we could eliminate the slow people, I would be very happy. Coming through, on your left. I don't think it's a big deal at all to let someone know that they're in your way, that they're slow. I mean, cars have horns. Beep, beep. When someone's going slow in front of me, they're like a human barricade or a speed bump. Human speed bump. There should be a slow and a fast-paced lane on the sidewalk. Coming through. To the left. I always want to be first. I don't see what's beside me. I don't see what's behind me. I see what's in front of me. Move, 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 move. I'll give the finger 3 or 4 times a week to a slow driver. If someone's driving slow in front of me, I'll just look at them and shoo them away. And it makes me feel great. And away you go. When I do confront people, I'm polite, but I'm pretty firm. They know they did something wrong, and I'm bringing it to their attention. I'd like to ask how to channel some of that energy in a more positive, constructive way.
What's your reaction to that?
That's who I am.
Are you like a head of Homeland Security or something? Are you, I mean, do you have like really urgent things you've got to get to?
I feel like I do.
Well, I mean, where is it you're going that's so important that you will just get people out of your way, flip them off, honk your horn, insult them or whatever? Where is it what do you do every day that's so urgent?
You know, I drive a fast car. I'm in a fast profession.
I understand, but where are you going?
Even if it's a Sunday and I don't have a huge list of things to do, I want to get from point A to point B.
Why?
And if you're not, I don't know. It's how I'm programmed, I think. I feel like sometimes am I the only one that's high-driven? Am I the only one?
Well, that's not necessarily high-driven. It sounds more to me like narcissistic and arrogant.
Ooh, I never thought about it that way.
Well, let's think about that for a minute. I mean, because really, here's what gets people upset. I promise this is what gets you upset, and you upset. It's not what happens in the world or what people do. It's whether or not they violate your expectation of what you want them to do. They're doing what is on their agenda to which they are fully entitled. But if that violates your expectation that people should be moving efficiently from A to B, then you're going to be confronting them. And what I'm just saying is, why is your agenda more important than mine if I'm out just taking a stroll?
It just gets in my way. It's hard to explain. If you need to stop and think when you're at the park,
Even
get
Kelly's
to the side.
laughing about that.
If you're at the mall and you don't know what you're doing or you're just strolling, get to the side, go to the cafe, sit down.
Why don't you leave earlier?
I do.
Well, then you don't have any problem getting there on time, do you? So the point is you don't really have anywhere you need to urgently get. You aren't really starved for time. What you want is to find some way to criticize and get upset.
Well, and that's why I'm here. I want to know how you can take that energy and be more constructive.
Well, what you can decide is that you want to stop being a bully.
I'm not a bully.
I'm a
I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. I just like my stuff a certain way.
You've been thrown out of clubs, restaurants, nail salons, hair salons, and malls.
I have.
And it seems like the common denominator to each of those situations was you.
That they got jiggy with it.
You were the common denominator to every one of those situations.
Maybe so.
Could it be that they're not used to strong personalities, calling them out?
It's not a matter of strong personalities. It's a matter of inappropriateness of behavior.
My thing is, I'm a princess. That's how I feel. That's how my parents always were. I've always been spoiled. It's always been my way or no way, and I don't feel that should stop at all.
Well, you know what? I don't know any princesses that attack people with screwdrivers.
But wait, before we even get to that, wait.
That is not princess behavior.
How many princesses do you know, though? I don't mean a literal princess. Clearly, my parents aren't kings and queens, but you're not at the royal house. You don't know what these princesses are doing. And not for nothing, I know, like, heiresses and stuff that are worse than me, but they can get away with stuff.
Actually, I do know several real princesses, and ain't one of them ever pulled a screwdriver on me. If you get out and you refer to people as human speed bumps, and you're flipping people off and blowing your horn, you are an arrogant ass. I'm sorry.
So how do you change that around then?
Well, you learn to tell yourself no. You have to adjust your expectations. Look, when you get out there, there are a lot of people that don't drive very efficiently. There are a lot of people who have cars that don't go very fast. You said you bought a fast car. Right. There are a lot of people out there that have cars that just chug, 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 chug. So they simply can't get out of your way. They don't have the money to buy the car that you bought. So you just have to adjust your expectations and recognize traffic's a bitch. What can I tell you?
It is.
What can I tell you?
I agree to that.
So you have an expectation that's supposed to clear for you? Who are you? You're just some guy that bought a fast car. Get over yourself. That's all I'm saying. All right, before the show, we gave everyone here a test to find out if they're addicted to chaos. Next, we're going to show you how to find out if you are too. We'll be right back. But I'm ready.
Y'all set? Let's rock and roll. We're clear for takeoff. Ready, hit it. Go.
Boy, that thing takes off like a rocket. Good work if you can get it. That's one way to get your adrenaline pumping, but my guests today know how to create their own adrenaline rush, and sometimes it's through what people call chaos. Now, the question today is, are you addicted to chaos? There's a simple test to see if you could be. Now, before the show, we gave the entire studio audience the 10-question true or false test. Now, I've got 3 people here that scored the highest. You scored 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 on the chaos test. You hate bad drivers as well.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Take last week, for example. I was driving and some lady cut me off, so I swerved around her and she was playing that game of, okay, now I'm going to speed up, so I cut in front of her. She rolled down her window first and said, what the bleep are you doing? So I said, basically learn to drive, you bleep and bleep. So if someone else starts something first, then I will respond.
Okay, Brooke, you scored 7 out of 10. So you pick fights with people.
Yes.
I'm not so much like Alyssa where I would go threaten somebody with a screwdriver, but...
Yeah, you wouldn't pull tools.
No.
Okay. You boss people around.
Oh, yeah.
And are you animated when you do it?
I point the finger.
You point the finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm curious.
That finger point, see? I told you.
Yeah, there you go again.
I told you about that finger point. I told you.
There you go again.
Okay, but she just said it. She just said, she do the finger, the point of the finger, see? That's what ticks me off.
That's
the finger
very
point.
disrespectful.
That finger
Putting
point.
your hand in someone's face.
Very disrespectful,
That is
right?
extremely disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
And you do it a lot. You realize that,
Yeah.
right?
When it's done to me first. I don't just walk up and... Or if I
That's
feel
what
like,
we're saying.
or if
We
I feel
don't
like
start
I'm being
with people.
disrespected, like early on, remember? You had your buddy sitting up here. I felt disrespected when you was like, oh, Melissa, just go, don't forget about what she's saying. You lost what you were doing. You lost touch what you were doing. That's what I feel like. Instead of saying wait, instead of saying wait till Kelly gets done saying what she's saying, Melissa, then talk.
Well, see, let me demonstrate something to you. I feel no compulsion to defend myself to you at all. We'll be right back. Well, I want to thank all of our guests today, and I really do want y'all to watch the show. I mean, sit down where you're not having to defend yourself or whatever and watch the show and see what you can take away. And everybody in the audience, you're going to go home with something that is really a favorite of mine. Dr. Frank Lawless has done a relaxation CD, Finding Peace. It's imagery for stress relief. I'm going to send every one of you home with this, so you're going to get this. It's interesting, you can take a few minutes and diminish stress, and it takes hours to build back up. So even though you think, well, I'm only relaxed for a few minutes, no, it lasts for a long, long time. Go to drphil.com for more information, and you can always find me on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for being here. So long.